Hello there. We are going to talk about how you're marketing your parties. Here's what I want you to think about. Pure romance parties are fun. They're sexy. They're such a great time for people to get together. It's what sets Pure Romance apart from any other direct sales company out there. And today we're here with Jen Kelly. She's a master on social media of getting the message out there, but getting it out there in the right way. Jen, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Cheryl?
Fantastic. We're doing great here. And I love the fact that we're talking about how do you market your parties, because I know this is something that you're super passionate about right now.
I absolutely am. It's so exciting because when it comes to our parties, they're such an amazing place for women to get together with their friends and have that FaceTime. Like we as adults, we don't really get that face to face contact. We're so stuck on Facebook, on our cell phones, in group text messages, on Instagram, on Snapchat. So when it comes to a party, it gives us that even that quieter time. So it's not even like we're in a bar or at a birthday party. I love it, really. So
All right, so we got a bit of a challenge for people out there to hop into our Life is a Party with Pure Romance challenge and really up your game in marketing. So Jen, I know you've got some suggestions. First of all, what do you think sets Pure Romance parties apart from everybody else?
like I was saying, pure romance parties are a chance to see your girlfriends in a comfortable environment and actually spend that time and ask questions that are going to be maybe uncomfortable to ask in any other environment. On top of that, it's really going to be a fun time, right? So it's not just like going out and seeing the girls at dinner or going out and seeing them at the bar or even going out and hanging out on like Netflix night. It's literally going to be a time where you can forget about absolutely everything else and just have that downtime and focus on nothing else except for the products, the fun one-liners, the new information, what's going to change your relationship with yourself or your relationship with your partner or partners, and that is it.
I do think it is what is different, because I think many people's feeds are just flooded with people trying to sell things, right? And we're selling time to get together with friends, which is such a cherished thing now with our lives moving so quickly.
Yeah.
So how are we going to get this done? I know you have some suggestions on some things that you do to put parties at the forefront.
Yeah. So right now, like you said, the marketing and it's just flooding every single bit of social media, whether it is not even just direct sales, it's marketing, for different types of hair products. It's different stuff that you're going to see. If you talk about a Brita water filter, it's going to be all of a sudden pop up on your social media feed. So constantly we are being marketed to. So when it comes to our businesses, how can we set ourselves apart? It's all about being a consumer of your own brand, not just being a consultant of it. Think about it on the other side. And we are so good at marketing our opportunity, right? We know how amazing it is to be a consultant. We know how amazing, it is to have the sisterhood, the amount of money we can make, the recognition we can have, the cool trips we can win, the Louis Vuittons we can earn, the cool stuff that we can do with our businesses. And especially how every single time we show up to work, it's a party. But does everyone else know that? That is the biggest thing. Not everyone else knows that every single time we show up to work, it's an actual party. It's not just, hey, I made this much money today. Hey, I did this. Hey, I earned this. Or hey, my sponsor earned this even. So I want you to sit down as a consultant and think about yourself way before you even started and think about what you loved in a party. Okay. So it was most likely, even if you loved the sexual health education, even if you loved the product line, it was most likely the fun, right? So I have a couple quick tips as a consultant side, what's going to make it look fun. Number one, use your guests. Your guests are there and they love the products and most likely they love you. Like, let's be honest, they're there and they're laughing. Use them to your advantage, okay? Social media is a free marketing tool. Use it at a different angle. I love to do like a boomerang with my party guests. And if you don't know what a boomerang is, for my non-social media savvy people, it's an app on your phone or it's right on Instagram. And you can do almost like it's one of those pictures that goes like this back and forth. And it's cool because you can literally, everyone can go like this. And it looks like it's a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. Like I always stop and look at them and like the boomerang. Number two, when you have them post this, whether it is on your Instagram, in like their story, or if it's on Facebook, share that onto your page so that even if it's people who are not friends with you or not friends with them, they can see what's going on at your parties and how much fun it is. You want to share with everyone how much, like, what's going on at a party. You want them to have that FOMO, like, oh my God, her parties are so much fun. What's going on? I need in on that, like, right now. And I do the same thing, like, with my one-liners from parties, right? So I always say I keep my one-liners super classy, but still super funny. I tell my girls at the parties, you know what? Make sure you guys tag me in any one-liner that you love tonight that you just thought was hilarious, and hashtag parties by Jen Kelly or Pure Romance by Jen Kelly, and say that you're at a party tonight, and I'm going to enter you in to be my customer of the month. And I'm going to literally raffle off like a bottle of coochie I may have gotten on sale, or maybe even a cheaper toy I got on sale. Use that sale page. Because when people get something, they're like, oh my goodness, I won. I'm so excited. And when they're tagging you, they're like, what is going on here? Like, this looks like it's a really, really fun one-liner. And if you don't have any one-liners, if you don't have any parties in your books, okay, if you're like, I'm brand new, or maybe I'm struggling right now. I had a whole bunch of snow. Like, what's going on? I get it. Okay. Like, the weather in upstate New York has been bipolar. Shadow a party within the next week. Seriously, within the next week. That is my homework for you. And take a selfie of yourself saying, headed to a party tonight, super excited. What is a one-liner that you love from one of my parties? Drop it below and I will enter you to win my Customer of the Month contest. Things of that nature, or even a picture showing, building that FOMO is so, so important when it comes to seeing something and missing out on it, right? Think about when we go to World Conference. Oh my goodness, I want to be there if you can't get there. Yeah, last but not least, themes.
Oh, themes are, I think, probably underutilized. And I know that you recently talked to some hostesses and they were like, they want themes. So don't think that people don't. So what did you hear?
Okay, so this one entirely surprised me because there's like so many mixed messages on theme parties, right? Like, even for instance, like my husband, he's like, oh, I don't know about a theme party. And there's some people who are like, I don't know about a theme party. Guess what, guys? Everyone loves a theme party. People see a theme and they're like, oh my goodness, it's an ugly sweater party. I'm in. Like, I'm in. Like, I will win, right? Like, I'm in. Okay. But if you show, and like, this is really my party. This is my party demo, right? So I do lays for all my hostesses. And if you took a picture of like yourself with like a lay on and like a bottle of Cocoa Glow, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm now booking summer in the, winter meltdown parties, specifically for all my hostesses in March. Wear your best grass skirt, or, your luau parties. It's going to be a fun way to experience that theme. Same with like Margarita Mondays or Wine Down Wednesdays, where everyone can bring their favorite bottle of wine. Share, even if you have like 3 bottles of wine, take a picture of them at your house and like just say, I love these 3 bottles of wine. Now booking Wine Down Wednesday parties. Like, does anyone have their favorite bottle of wine? I want to do a fun contest, and whoever brings the favorite bottle of wine, I'll raffle off a bottle of coochie. Super simple and easy.
So easy. And I do think, look, I know that people like to theme or to not to theme, but you're hearing from your hostesses, like, if you do a theme, I will be there. Like, that will be the hook to get me to book a party. So if it's that simple, then go after it. And it doesn't need to be costly. It doesn't need to be complicated. It can be really simple, but it just kicks that party environment up some more.
Yeah, for sure.
So talk to me about, how do you get your hostess involved? Like, have you ever gone live with a hostess, or do you get a testimonial from her?
So I have gone live at a party and I actually love it. I've done my Ask Me Anything game actually at a party, which kind of like double dips, because the fact that you're showing how many people are at a party, and you're showing the answers to your Ask Me Anything game. So that's just personally the recruiting game that I play. If your sponsoring game style is more like Rosy Romance or the 8-question game that comes in the kits, rock out that one, sister. Like, that's the one you want to do. absolutely, please go with that one. But I love to do that. Maybe even do, go live with her and have her talk about her favorite bath and beauty product, and have her enter into a hostess of the month contest. And you can even have her do in her event ahead of time. And I got this from Denise Marsh. Like, have her go live in her event ahead of time and say, I love Pure Romance parties because, and this is my favorite product, and I fell in love with it at so-and-so's party. So I can't wait to see you at my party because this is how much fun they are.
Oh, I like that. I love giving the shout out to the other hostesses, and it does show that you're actively working the business, but enjoying the business along the way.
Yeah.
All right. So we don't want to be one of those direct sales companies is like commercial, 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 right? So how do you mix it up within your own channels? Like, so it's not just all Pure Romance.
Yeah. So like I said before, are you a consumer, right? So are you a product of your product, or are you just a product of your lifestyle and your company? Okay. So this is a very, very serious question. And the reason I ask you this is because I want you guys to look at your post. Like I said before, we are so good and so amazing at marketing that opportunity. And that is such a really, really good thing. When was the last time you guys made a post about, being a consumer of anything, whether it was a product of our own or, even a brand new restaurant in town, or, for instance, one of my girlfriends owns a super cute boutique, and I buy a lot of my fun crystal bracelets from her. So I'm always posting like fun little pictures for her. When was the last time you guys made a post as a consumer? What did you say? And did you post it multiple times in a week, over and over again? Did that one post generate some interest because you're like, oh my goodness, I there's this new Italian restaurant in town and I am in. They have the best bread like ever. Like, I am in on bread. Like, trust me, I get it. So when it comes to that, they want to see you being an actual consumer. You checked into the restaurant, you validated the bread. You may have taken a picture of your little setup of what's going on. You want to be a consumer of it. So that's going to up that like cool factor of you using the product. So it's the same thing with you using your products on social media. Okay. That's going to increase not only the cool factor of the parties, because they're going to be like, oh, well, this, the products are actually really cool. There's a lot more to the company because they're not billboarding me or TV commercialing me every 2 seconds. But there's also a lot of really cool stuff that I wasn't aware of because before I was just blocking it out. So have not only yourself, like 2 to 3 times a month is when I do a quick post about my Cocoa Glow, for instance. I will make a post and I will literally take a picture of like my old bottle that I'm using that looks destroyed. And I will break with a brand new bottle and say, thank goodness it is time to crack open a new bottle. And I'm heading to Miami next week, and it'll say, and I'm doing this post soon, and it'll say, oh my goodness, thank God I'm heading to Miami, and I'm going to have a tan look like I belong there instead of this upstate New York hidden sun skin. And it really helps you kind of push out that product knowledge without being that salesy. And you can also have your consumers do this, and yet again, enter them as a, with bath products for a monthly drawing. Create a hashtag. So hashtag J Kelly, PON, product of month. Okay. Super easy. And have the party guest tag you yet again. So party guest tag you with your one-liners, party guest tag you with their friends, up that cool factor that way so that they are very, very easily, and always kind of checking in with what's going on in the party, what's going on with their products, how simple, like how cool they, like how, not how simple they are, but what there is besides the thought about product line, right? And then I love strategic placement too. So strategic placement in anything. Eric stole my Beats, my headphones the other day.
And you're not bitter about it at all. You're still smiling.
Oh, listen, I was very sad. He sold them for like a whole week. I didn't know what to do. And I had to use like the old school like AirPods and like my or earbuds, not even AirPods. And like my ears hurt. Like I just couldn't do it. So I took a picture of like my whole entire rat's nest. Like, and I have no patience. So I literally took a picture, and in that I had my Pure Romance keychain because it was in a pile next to my keys. No mention of Pure Romance, no mention of my business, but it was strategically placed. Take a bath sometime soon with a glass of wine or a cup of hot tea, and strategically place your bottle of coochie and your skinny dip in there. And don't say anything about your business. Just say, I'm like relaxing tonight. Happy Tuesday. So easy.
So easy. I love it. So we are going to tee up a challenge for everybody to get out there and to show literally the life of the Pure Romance party and to get that out on social. Look, ladies, now is the time to flood the market with these images so your hostesses or even people that hadn't thought about booking a party yet go, ooh, I have FOMO. I want to make sure that I book. So Jen, you had so many great tips and suggestions. We're going to create a one-sheeter so that we give all of these random thoughts that consultants can go out there and start building their own life of the party media play. Really super important to get the message out. We appreciate your work that you do with us, especially on social, showing people the way. You're a great example of blending your personality in there, the business messages, and then the subtle little product placement is also important. So we appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you guys. Bye.